Welcome back, everybody. Episode number 96 of the Big Easy Bliss podcast. We're back. Took another hiatus, a 5 day hiatus.
Mardi Gras is a busy time.
It is. It is an unbelievably busy time between both of our jobs and just having fun in Mardi Gras. Decided
Put
to
it
take
that
it
way.
off. But we are back on the eve of February 18th. I don't know when this is getting posted, but you'll see it when you see it. Today we're going to be talking about the Red Hot Tigers. That's the baseball Tigers, who were picking up
That is the baseball Tigers.
right where they left off. As of right now, they just won their fifth game in a row against the Nichols Colonels. They are now on a 12 or 13 game
12 or
winning streak,
13, yeah.
dating back to last year. And then we're unfortunately, talk about the LSU basketball Tigers, the ice cold.
Got that pamphlet of LSU
Yeah,
basketball right
yeah,
there.
the ice cold Tigers. But we're glad to be back, Connor.
Yeah. We're glad to be back. We're gonna start putting out content now that we're back in school for these next couple of weeks, but then bang, we have another break, spring break coming up. Gonna take another break there, unfortunately. It's college life.
Yeah.
But as of right now, we're gonna be putting out good content. Um, And yeah, so start off with LSU, like Brock said, they just beat
Baseball.
LSU
Just
baseball.
baseball.
Yeah, they just beat Nichols. I think they run ruled them 12-1, thanks to a John Pearson walk off home run. They've been steamrolling. I mean, they really have. Pitching has been a little iffy so far, between Case and Evans and Will Schmidt. Um, but I mean, the bats, you gotta like what you're seeing so far from the bats. You really do. I mean, they just put up 21 points, 21 runs, in a game against Milwaukee, and it seems like they put up double digits. They might have put up or except for that one 5-2 game against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
But the bats have been alive. Um, I mean, there's no reason in the world this team should not have championship aspirations, which I mean, I know their coach is Jay Johnson, so they do. They do have these big aspirations, and they're off to a great start. They really are.
Yeah. It's been fun to watch. Forgot about this. This pod's brought to you by Mercado.
3750 Williams Boulevard, 70065.
Get you. County, Louisiana. Telling the boys at Big Easy Blitz sent you. They will be open the rest of the week. They have everything they have is good. Just go try something. Literally, just tell them Big Easy Blitz boys sent you. What do they get? And then you'll get something good.
Guarantee.
Guarantee. But yeah, LSU baseball. You kind of hit the nail on the head there. Said everything that needed to be said. Offense has been the power surge has been awesome.
Jake Brown,
Oh my
Trent
God,
Caraway.
it's crazy what happens when you see Jake Brown play every day. Um,
We've been on it.
we had been on it from a while ago. Um, but yeah, I mean, like you said, you put it exactly how it is. There hasn't really been much to talk about because they're doing exactly what we thought they would do. I
Exact Wilson.
um,
Now they
took
haven't played any top tier
on the
comp yet this weekend. Now they do play some bigger
yes,
schools, but
and Kent State, everybody's gonna scoff that they do have tournament aspirations,
yeah, sure.
tournament chances. Kent State is a very good offensive team. They went up and swept Southeastern this past weekend,
Southeastern's
and
got a decent
yeah,
little
and
squad.
they put up I think almost 40 runs, close to 40 runs over the weekend. They had a very good weekend up in Hammond. Um, or maybe it wasn't 40 run or no, yeah, they scored a lot of runs.
Regardless, I mean, it's still a
They're
lot
a
of
very
runs.
good offensive team, and LSU was able to hold them for a little bit, but ultimately get it done. I am worried about the pitching, not in like a overall aspect, like they're pitching good overall, but they're letting up like big swings. Like whenever they give up hits, it's like big hits.
I'll say this. So Case and Evans obviously struggled
Not
a
worried
little
about
bit. Not worried about him. Cooper Williams,
stuff.
stud. Kid from Kansas.
No, that's good.
Cooper Moore, sorry. But Cooper Williams was the
Yeah,
guy who started
Clayton.
from where did Cooper Williams
Cooper
come from?
Moore's from Kansas.
Where,
Cooper Williams is a freshman or sophomore.
where's he from?
He's the lefty. I don't. He was on the team last year.
Okay. Um, and then William Schmidt, game three starter. He looked okay. Like, I mean, he threw 91 pitches in 4 innings
Yeah.
against Milwaukee. For a starter, I mean, if you know anything about baseball, that is a very, very high number. He did strike out 9 batters, which obviously is very encouraging. He did give up that solo blast in the first inning, which, to what Brock was saying, when they are giving up the hits, they're home runs, they're doubles, they're extra base hits. But I really do think Schmidt will figure it out. Um, his stuff is electric. Jay Johnson was talking about that in his press conference, how good William Schmidt's stuff is. He's just got to, control a little better. 91 pitches. It cannot happen through 4 innings, especially against Milwaukee. If you want to be the third starter for a SEC series, that you got to, hone it in. But Devin Sheeran out of the bullpen,
He's faced 4 batters.
electric.
He's faced 4 batters and struck them all out.
I mean, hats off to him.
Yeah.
I mean, him and Gavin Guidry were kind of in the same boat with all the injuries, and now they're back, absolutely shoving.
Dude,
I mean,
Gavin Guidry, he's picked up right where he's left off.
he really has.
He's
I mean,
better than he was before.
having those two guys out the bullpen is going to be huge. Maybe you could get some other contributions from other people. I don't know, but those are definitely going to be two of your key guys going forward. Although LSU has had struggles pitching, I'm not worried at all. At
Yeah.
all. At all. Their lineup's too good to make up for maybe some of the pitching woes. That's my opinion. Think what you want. I think LSU is the best team in the country right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, UCLA dropped the game.
Well, okay, everybody's gonna drop it. LSU's going to lose a game eventually.
It's
So
baseball.
yeah. And I think Skip Urban, somebody had one of the best quotes I've ever heard, baseball wise. I think it was Skip Urban. Is your team is as good. You'll find out how good your team is. I'm gonna botch this. This is the Cliff Notes. Basically, you'll find out how good your team is after the first loss. And LSU hasn't
I like
experienced that loss yet. And the competition's going to ramp up this weekend. I'm not saying they're going to go out and lose, but they do play 3 Power 5 or Power 4 teams. In Indiana, Notre Dame, that Connor's repping right now for some reason, and UCF on Sunday. So competition's going to ramp up. We'll
In
see
Jacksonville.
in Jacksonville. I would assume the ball is going to be flying. In the South, it's going to be hot. Obviously, we're seeing the ball flying in Baton Rouge right now because the weather's warmed up. I don't know how many home runs we had so far.
A lot.
If you want, I'll look it up real quick.
I don't know how many home runs it's been. I mean, Jake Brown has been on an absolute power. Uh, he's been on a great power stretch. Trent Caraway hit that grand slam. John Pearson hit one. I don't think Milam's hit any. I don't think Carriel's hit any. Let's see. I can't really think of
York
anybody.
has 2. Pearson has
York,
1.
yeah.
Caraway's got 1. Jake Brown's got 4.
Jake Brown.
Mason Braun has 1.
That's your boy.
Seth Dardar has 2.
Darn
So that's 11. Feel like I'm forgetting somebody. 11 right now that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
So
Another thing about LSU's team is how deep they are.
it's
Like, I mean, Seth Dardar didn't even start game one. He comes in and hits a huge home run to.
Aaron Beatty has 1, so 12.
Okay. He comes in and ignites LSU and then hits another home run in game three of that series. And we weren't even really talking about Seth Dardar as being a key contributor on this team. And here he is with 2 home runs, with multiple home runs, 5
It's cool to
games.
see. I've heard a lot of Gavin Dugas comps, like a Louisiana guy who loves LSU. He comes in and he competes and he does well. Actually, he when he left Kansas State, he actually said on an interview, like he went to the portal for the LSU offer.
Yeah.
If LSU didn't offer him, he was just gonna hang up the cleats. Like literally, he was gonna quit baseball.
That's crazy.
And now I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen in the draft because he's a 5th-year guy, and those guys don't really get drafted too high.
Looking good right now.
Yes, but when they do get drafted, they don't get as much money, so it's kind of tough for them to stay alive. But I mean, extremely good Gavin Dugas comps right now, and it's great to see. All around, just it's baseball. I love LSU baseball. They're back. It's just so fun to watch. It's nostalgic to watch.
It was a 1 p.m. game versus Nichols on a Wednesday. Nothing really happening. And you have, I don't know how many people, but the stands are damn near fully packed at Alex Box.
The craziest thing was go back and watch. I don't know if you've seen this. Go back and watch the Monday game highlights. And somebody hits a home run to the student section right field. It was packed to the brim on a Monday during Mardi Gras when everybody was home, and it was literally packed to the brim.
It's LSU baseball. It has some type of aura. Some about wearing the purple and gold. I mean, it really is. I mean, who doesn't want to play at Alex Box?
Dude.
I don't know. Like I said, sound like a broken record, but I think LSU is by far the best team in the country right now.
I think, yeah, LSU.
Until proven otherwise.
LSU, UCLA, and Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech is really, really good.
Okay, I was not aware of the Yellow Jackets
Georgia
this year.
Tech's legit.
Do they still have Drew Breers?
Okay. They're legit. But let's transition to not so Not so
If you
fun
want to go ahead and click off this video, go ahead do it now.
basketball team or LSU team. That is the LSU basketball Tigers. And we could talk about the women's Tigers after because they just played recently. Um, but yeah, the LSU basketball team lost yet again, and it's kind of getting to the point where
Spiral.
it's starting to feel like the Brian Kelly end, where it's just nobody shows up to the games. Um, they're just losing. It looks like the players are quitting. Now they did play good against Texas, but it's just constantly loss after loss after loss. Now obviously in football it was less games and they were it's comparable. But I mean, it seems like the inevitable is Matt McMahon's going to get fired. But
100%.
however, with the fact that LSU just had to pay a lot of money for the football team,
That is worth noting. Worth noting.
you're gonna have to. I don't know how much his buyout would be right now. I know we signed a 7-year deal worth. You said 25 million. I think that's what we saw.
Yeah.
So that would put him probably around 9 million left because he has 2 years left. So around $9 million buyout, and then you got to buy out all his coaches. And then you got to pay a new coach, pay all those new assistants, and buy a roster.
Yeah.
Are you going to have the donors to do that? Are they going to want to donate? After this team hasn't had success since Will Wade left. This has probably been the worst stretch of LSU basketball in its history that I can think of. It's definitely in my lifetime.
I forget the guy's name eludes me who was there before Will Wade, but that was some pretty bad times.
Yes.
Like I mean, you had Ben Simmons and you didn't even make the tournament.
That's
Like
yeah.
it's like BYU not making the tournament this year with AJ Demancin.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just bad. Now two of your best players are hurt, but you can't keep using that excuse with Didon and Jalen Reed. Um, it's just bad. Literally, like they said there were 3,000 people at that last game, the last home game. There's no way. There's absolutely no chance. This team's just kind of in the dumpsters. Kind of, not kind of. This team is in the dumps. Um, there's some guys that are playing well, but I mean, if I'm being honest, in basketball, everybody's going to leave probably after this year. I mean, with the turnaround, I think LSU in the last 3 years has had three separate teams. Like very little people that return. I think Jalen Reed is the only person that's stuck it through. And what does his future look like coming off of an Achilles injury after rehabbing an ACL injury? Um, does he transfer? Does he hang it up? Is he able to come back? I don't know. Does he go to the NBA? Probably not because
No.
he's had two or season-ending injuries. D. Thomas, I think that he's probably a lock for the portal, if not the draft. Because I fully think that he could play the rest of the year. Like he could play, but he's choosing to sit out.
Yeah.
Um,
Portal. I'd definitely say portal.
yeah. And like the thing is, like, yes, LSU gets all these guys in the portal, but like it's all mid-major guys. Like I want to go out and get SEC caliber guys. Like you see LSU players from last year go to big schools. Damian Collins went to Kentucky. Um,
Only guy I can think of is Nwoko from
yeah,
Mississippi State.
yeah.
I mean, you have Max McKinnon from Portland. You
Well, yeah.
have
Rashad King from wherever he's I forget where he's from.
it eludes me, but
Markel Sutton from Omaha.
Didon from UNLV.
Yeah. Tamba, who I don't even think he played in college basketball last year. He
Came
just
straight from Spain.
yeah. PJ Carter from Memphis. Like I want to see him go get SEC caliber guys.
And you think at a school like LSU that wouldn't be that difficult,
Yeah. But
but here we are.
especially with the history. I mean, everybody wants to talk about LSU basketball history. I mean, you got guys like Ben Simmons, like Shaq, Pete Maravich, Bob Pettit. Like
You have guys.
yeah, you have a history. It's just even the team from Will Wade's teams, like they went to a Sweet
They had
16.
NBA. They have
Yeah,
they have three NBA guys on that team.
Nas Reed, Cam Thomas, Trendon Watford's in the NBA.
Tremont.
Tremont Waters,
He
I don't
played
know,
in the
I don't think
NBA.
maybe
He
sure.
played in the NBA for a little bit. Skylar Mays played in the NBA for a little bit. Um, like you said, Cam Thomas, Trendon Watford, Tari Eason.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Forgot about him.
Tari Eason's a very good player right now for the Houston Rockets. So I mean,
Yeah,
there's been guys. There's no reason LSU shouldn't be able to do this. And then whenever you do fire Matt McMahon, like you said, Brock, there's going to be a rebuilding period. You're going to have a whole new roster.
like like I know it sounds crazy, but nobody thought LSU was going to get Lane Kiffin. Like everybody said that, but nobody thought it was going to. If they had the buy-in from the donors, I'm saying if they really want to go get their guy and they had the buy-in, LSU can go do it. But do I think they're gonna
Let
have
me
it?
ask you this then. Do you think LSU basketball would get that buy-in? Because
Depends.
I don't. I really don't.
May I mean
I
that's
can't
that's
see
the
it destroying.
that's the first. I mean, no, it's not gonna be quick. I don't think. Do I think we're getting it? Will Wade? Absolutely not. And I don't know who we would go higher. Genuinely, I'm not that tapped into college basketball.
You'd go
Uh,
get another mid-major coach. I mean, and then
go get. I mean, the UNO coach is doing pretty good. That might be your only shot. Um,
that would be settling. But
well, look, it's gonna be a struggle. I mean, LSU basketball. I'm on record saying this before. I don't think LSU basketball will ever consistently be good because you don't have the buy-in that you have in baseball and
football.
football. I mean, baseball makes money by itself. Jay Johnson's just a workhorse. And then football, obviously, you have the huge buy-in, especially with Lane Kiffin now. You're gonna have even more buy-in to that. So I don't know. I just don't think LSU basketball is consistently ever be good. But it is kind of strange how men's is so bad, but women's is so like
Yeah.
consistently good.
I mean, the women's team keeps bringing in this top-tier talent. Michaela Williams, Flau'jae Johnson,
Grace Knox,
uh, Grace Knox. I mean, the women's team is really good. They just lost a close one to South Carolina.
which that is,
Now they do have Kim Mulkey, who
yeah,
is a huge name. Obviously, her son Kramer Robertson played at LSU, so they have that tie there. Um, it's just very perplexing how LSU's basketball team seems to be the weakest link so far in the 2020s.
I
Like
mean, just think it's probably the fifth or sixth most popular sport on campus. You have baseball,
let's
football,
go ahead. Yeah, baseball, football,
football,
gymnastics.
gymnastics, and women's
That's
basketball.
fifth. Yeah.
I mean, track and field.
No.
I
I
would.
mean,
I mean, they're good, but I would say more popular.
yeah, 100%.
But like, they're not even. They're the third most popular team that plays in the PMAC. Like that's bad. That's really bad.
Yeah.
Um,
And look, I think Burge Osbury and everybody else up there would take note of this
yeah.
and, try to do something. But you got to do
Just
something.
think.
But
I think they're gonna like. I think this was kind of like the first trial. I think they get one more chance at it. If the next one doesn't work, I think LSU basketball is gonna be what Kentucky football is. Just like
who
okay,
would want to come here?
like
Like at
exactly.
that point, who would?
Like it's no disrespect to Kentucky football, but like
You
historically,
know what you were saying, yeah.
like Kentucky prides itself on basketball. They don't really care about. I'm gonna say they don't care, but they'd rather be good in basketball than good in football. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, like what Alabama's been doing.
Yeah.
I mean, Alabama has been solid in basketball. Seems like our whole life. Like they've always had a very solid basketball team.
Well, I wouldn't. I mean, when Nate Oates came over, they were good. Before then, they were just as bad as.
Eh, I mean, like even dating back to like when LSU was actually peaking with Will Wade.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
and
I
they've
guess they
been
were
good
good.
that whole time. I mean, they had Herb Jones,
Yeah.
John Penny, who's a pull, but um,
Yeah.
Colin Sexton.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, they had Brandon Miller, who went number 2 overall. And then now they have SEC probably player of the year, LeBaron Philon. So I I don't know what LSU is going to wind up doing, but I think if you do, or when inevitably you do fire Matt McMahon, there's going to be a rebuilding period. It's just how short can you make that rebuilding period? I think is what it's going to boil down to. I don't know. That's why I'm not getting paid to do that. Um,
I trust Verge Osbury though, because I mean,
stop me. Shoot, he brought in Lane
you
Kiffin.
have to. Yeah. I mean, at this point, he's shown that he can be trusted. Just the job going out and getting him, and then obviously with Jay Johnson or yeah with Lane Kiffin, I think he's gonna make the right choice with the basketball coach.
Yeah.
But
Jay Johnson was Scott Woodward, right?
yeah,
Who's no
yes,
longer here.
and so is Kim Mulkey, which we'll transition the last team that we'll talk about, which we've never actually talked about, that we should have talked about more because they actually deserve our respect, is the women's team. Um, but the one bugaboo about the women's team that has been the bugaboo since Kim Mulkey has arrived, and really in the past, I think 15 years, they cannot beat South Carolina. It is actually insane.
Nobody can beat. I mean,
Well,
really.
yes, but like LSU specifically, this is the Bama of the women's basketball world. Like in terms of for LSU. LSU hasn't beaten South Carolina since the 2011 season.
Really?
Yeah. Um, and I thought this year was their best chance to do it. Now I do think they will have another crack at it, whether that be in the SEC tournament or the NCAA tournament. Because to win the national championship,
You're gonna have to beat.
okay, actually no, because when we did win the national championship, a couple years ago. We didn't play South Carolina.
Well, you would think.
Yeah,
What, like,
yeah. Most likely you'll have to go through South Carolina to win the Natty. Um, and LSU just Kim Mulkey and LSU cannot do it. They cannot find a way to do it. Dawn Staley has Kim Mulkey's number. Even dating back to Baylor. Kim Mulkey just can't find a way to beat him. And it sucks. Because this team is I would say the most talented team that Kim Mulkey's had. Obviously, the 2023 team was stacked with star power, with like Angel Reese and young Flau'jae, and that her name eludes me. I can't think of her
Haley
name.
Van Lith,
She wasn't on the team. She was on the next year's team. They were stacked. And then since then, the year after they lost in the Final Four, or lost in the Elite Eight or Final Four, and then the next year they lost in the Elite Eight or Final Four, and then this year I still think they're going to make a run. I think they make the Final Four at least. I don't think they win the SEC because I think South Carolina is going to win it. Um, they haven't won on the road yet against a good team. Let me rephrase that. Whenever they play a good team on the road, like a top five team like Texas, or South Carolina, they've lost both on the road. But they also do absolutely murder people. Some lower level
Little
competition.
graphic there, bro.
Well, I mean, before the Texas game, because I talked about this with KLSU, shout out. Um, we talked about it, and every game, like since they started 0-2 in league play, every game since up until the second Texas game, they won by double digits.
Yeah.
Except against the Texas the first time.
Texas is a good team.
Yeah,
Too.
very good team. So I think this team is absolutely fine. I know they play Ole Miss tomorrow or Thursday. Whenever you see this, I don't have their schedule pulled up.
I think they got like 4 or 5.
Yeah, they don't play.
SEC
They don't play South Carolina again in the regular season. I don't imagine they play anybody else. I'm looking at it right now.
They got 4 games left. They're going to Ole Miss. They get Missouri at home.
Okay, Missouri.
They get Tennessee at home, who's normally a pretty good women's program, and
Yeah.
then go to Starkville and play
Mississippi
Mississippi
State,
State.
which Mississippi State fall off in women's basketball is crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, they were competing with UConn back in the day. So yeah, 4 more games. Kind of crazy that they already got four. Only got 4 more games.
Dude, Selection Sunday
It's coming
is
up. I mean, March is in a
in
week.
3 weeks. Selection Sunday is in 3 weeks. Not even.
Selection
Not
Sunday
even.
had LSU women's as a 3 seed. With the early projections. They showed this before the South Carolina game. They had LSU as a 3 seed, which they've been the last 3 years. I'm pretty sure with Kim Mulkey. And I honestly, unless they go out and win the SEC, I don't think that's going to change much because they're not going to play anybody like significant the next 4 games.
You could pick up 2 ranked wins against Ole Miss and Tennessee, but it depends on what
Which
other teams do.
Ole Miss is good. They had Ole Miss as a 4 seed.
4 or 5, yeah.
I think 4 or 5 seed. So Ole Miss is good. They're number 17 in the nation right now.
Yeah.
It is on the road. It's gonna be a hostile environment. Ole Miss and LSU do not like each other, no matter what the sport is.
Never.
You know that here. But yeah, the LSU women's team I think will be okay. They will make the tournament. I think they go to the final. I'll say Elite Eight. I think they will. You can pencil them in the Elite Eight, depending on who they play. In the Elite Eight will determine my Final Four prediction, which we're gonna put out a women's and men's bracket because women's brackets are fun.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty easy to. There's not a lot of upsets, so it's easier to get a perfect bracket. And then obviously we're gonna put out men's bracket because that's fun, no matter if LSU's in it or not. I don't know. Are we gonna do kind of what we did last time where we have it on the screen and pick that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we might need a third person. Split.
Yeah.
Maybe Sam. Sam, if you're watching this, if you want to come do another March Madness pick 'em.
I couldn't tell you I don't even remember what it's like to have LSU in the tournament, in March Madness.
2021 was the last one they played Iowa State.
Yeah, shout out my Cyclones. Look, man, say what you want. Say what you want. They just beat Kansas.
They did. They murdered Kansas. Sorry to be graphic.
Houston.
Thought to be graphic. They not only did they beat Kansas. Was that what I'm thinking of? Iowa State.
They blew Kansas out.
Destroyed them.
And then they just beat Houston. So say what you want. I know everybody's been laughing about me with the Iowa State stuff.
With the football stuff.
They're legit. They're legit.
It's just so random.
A complete starting 5.
It's just so random that you grew up in New Orleans and you're.
It is very random. I bet you I'm the only one.
I can promise you, you're the only one.
Look, I'm telling you, the Cyclones are legit. They run a solid 8-man lineup, which is what you need in March. They defend well. They shoot the 3 well. Only thing is, they can't make free throws. They're last in the Big 12 in
That's-
free throw shooting.
That's
That is a problem. But I think they're so talented everywhere else. Pencil them into the Elite Eight at least.
well, okay. I want to talk about this now. We weren't going to talk about them, but let's talk about the Pelicans. As much as oh my God, clip that. Whoever's watching this, clip that
Nobody's clipping
and post that. I will clip that myself. Please clip that. Jesus
I
Lord.
love my Pels.
The Pels. Hey, say what you want. They've been playing better since. Okay, no. Since Jordan Poole has been benched, I know we all make fun of that. We need to play the man. Since he's been benched, the team just looks better. Don't make that
I
face.
guess, bro.
Okay,
I guess, bro.
just ruin the entire mood.
Like, I mean, they don't have a first round pick and they have 15 wins at the All Star break.
Yeah, but
What do you want me to say?
they're playing better.
They're playing better,
They're
Paul.
every game's close now. Since I mean, since start of February. We'll go back to January. Um, the
Just hang it up.
the end of January when they beat the Grizzlies on January 23rd. They won back to back, beat the Grizzlies and Spurs.
That was a hype stretch.
The Thunder, they played good. They lost by 9. Played
Yeah.
played well. Thank you. Played the Grizzlies again, beat them, beat the Grizzlies yet again because we own Memphis. Um, Sixers, Sixers, they played well. February, they've been this is the hottest I've seen the Pelicans all year, and they've only won 2 games. Uh, Hornets, that they should have won that game.
Should have won.
Should have won that game. They were winning the whole game and
It was
lost.
an entire game and you lost.
Yep. Bucks game should have won, went into overtime. But they didn't. They fought well. Timberwolves, I will stand by this. I don't care how bad the Pelicans are. The Pelicans own the Timberwolves. Zion
We do normally play well against
Zion specifically owns the Timberwolves. It is kind of insane how good he plays against the Timberwolves. Kings, the battle of
the game.
the game.
The game.
This our Super Bowl, the day after the Super Bowl, took down the Kings. Not took down, we murdered the King. We dethroned the Kings. Took me a second to get there. The Heat didn't play too well that game, but hey, kept it close. I think Sadiq Bey had a very good game that time.
Sadiq Bey's been having a good game. Like he's been.
I mean, hey, when you have a playoff roster, you gotta have some solid guys on the team. And then obviously that was the last.
About Joe Dumars.
Maybe,
Saying how like
maybe,
we have a
maybe. Hey, the Pelicans will play Friday night, against the Bucks, and the Pelicans are the favorite. Now, I'm not a betting man.
Bucks are they're terrible.
I'm not a betting man by any means. I will never. I will. If I was a betting man, I would always bet against. If the Pelicans are a favorite, I'm taking the other team. I mean, just I love my Pels,
And
but
you could bet on the Pels being up double digits and losing.
well,
You can bet on that.
I mean, yeah. Hey, play they host the Bucks. They host the 76ers. You win back to back. You're up to 17 wins.
All right. I'm sorry, my co-host has gone literally insane. That's gonna do it.
Then you got the Warriors, and then you got the Jazz twice in a row. We could see the Pels get to 20 wins.
All right, guys. We will see you guys sometime later this week.
Pelicans are only
You gotta stop. I don't know. I don't know what's gotten into him.
11 games, 12 games back.
We'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Have a good week.
Flock up.
Flock up.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. We'll see you later.
Go Cubs.
Peace.